everyone at Daily Bruin works incredibly hard. When you're working with them, it makes you want to be better, and it certainly helps you improve tons of skills. Like, everyone's really supportive and always wants to make you a better writer. Like, especially the editors, they're always really helpful. They just want to help you out. And in opinion, like, I love my editors. They're great. All 3 years I've been there, they've been really helpful. So it's just fun. I mean, it's like one of the best things to be involved with on campus, I think.
My role, in opinion, has evolved throughout the years, starting out as just a columnist, writing for a different set of editors. This year, my current role as the top opinion editor, I am mostly in charge of my assistants this time, as opposed to being an assistant in charge of writers. Like, working remotely, is really different. Yeah, I mean, like, the in-person connection is going to be missed, at least for fall quarter for now. But the fact that we've been able to keep things rolling is pretty motivating.
The column from quarantine piece that I did was really special to me because I never write about myself or like share about some of the topics that I was able to write about. And it was just a really unique experience for me.
We started the Columns from Quarantine series that I basically took the lead on. That was and has been so far my crowning achievement in regard to like the work that I've put in for the Daily Bruin. A lot of it was the kind of stuff that I wanted to read during that kind of initial moment of the pandemic hitting the United States. I really wanted just to feel like people were around and people were going through the things that I was also going through.
I just wanted to make other people feel like they weren't weird or different if they were kind of struggling in quarantine, because I definitely felt very isolated, and I wanted to make a piece that helped other people not feel so isolated if they were kind of going through the same things.
That was like a really special time for me. And the fact that it got mentioned in a Washington Post feature, I mean, it's like super cool.
Most of my pieces, I feel like, were geared towards trying to make a change in the topic I was discussing. Like the one about mental health and Baygood, I really wanted to see UCLA like divert funds towards mental health resources for their Black students. So most of my other pieces were more geared toward like structural change, I guess, at UCLA.
I suppose my favorite piece I worked on was really fun was last fall quarter, I think. And essentially it was a piece about, there was all these wildfires happening. I remember getting like a notification at like 3 a.m. It was like, oh, you should evacuate. So it was really scary, basically, because this fire was really close to UCLA. My story was about how UCLA didn't really seem prepared for it, and they didn't really have an evacuation plan. It eventually sort of spiraled into this thing about how, there's a lot of disabled students on campus who, if there was a situation where we had to evacuate, it would be really difficult for them. And UCLA really hadn't considered that at all and hadn't made a plan for them. I actually got to spoke to some disabled students about that and their experiences with this specific occasion. Yeah, that was a really great story. It was really fun to talk to these people and hear about their experiences and hopefully get UCLA to sort of listen and change their plans when it comes to wildfires. That was definitely one of my favorite stories I ever worked on last year.